So when it comes to rolling mills, there's a few different types that we can deal with. On the most basic level we talk about is whether you're running what's called flat or grooved rolling mills. Flat rolling mills would be used for various strip or wire in terms of just reducing the thickness down further, but creating basically a uniform flatness on top. Grooved rolling mills are more commonly used for producing shaped product, where you might be starting with a round or diamond shaped material and wanting to reduce it down to a smaller round, diamond, or oval shaped material. And thus you can just pass short pieces back and forth through the mill roll and achieve that. When it comes to selections of mills, there's a few different types and configurations. When it comes to grooved rolling mills, we primarily start with either two different configurations, what's called 2 high or 3 high. When I refer to high, it's really referring to the number of rolls inside the machine. So in a 2 high mill, you're just passing material back and forth through the roll and you're reversing it to change directions. In 3 high, you're passing material through the top of the roll and then can pass it back through the bottom groove slots in the roll, so you can keep reducing the material without having to stop to reverse it. When it comes to strip rolling, which is the far more common rolling, which we'll probably be talking about a lot more, there's a variety of different configurations to be provided based on applications. 2 high, the most common, just uses 2 sets of rolls to reduce the material. The next most common is 4 high, which uses a small set of work rolls in order to gauge thin on the material, but has a larger set of rolls behind it to provide rigidity to the system, allowing you to roll thin while also allowing a lot more rigidity to the system. As you want to roll thinner and thinner and rigidity becomes an even greater concern, you can go up even to greater amounts of roll configurations. The next one up from 4 high would then be to go to 6 high, which allows us to achieve having even larger backup rolls behind the first set of backup rolls to add more rigidity to the system. And then the final step is called cluster mills, which use a large variety of rolls in order to allow you to gauge very thin on wide material and hold rigidity. As you go up the configurations from 2 high to 4 high to 6 high to clusters, you're adding a lot more tooling costs and a lot more maintenance and a lot more complexity to set up, which is why the rule of thumb is that we always start as simple as possible with a 2 high and then only go up further as the application warrants it, in order to keep the things as easy as possible for the operator.